bomb!
How's that?
I'll end there!
I'll show you what I'm made of. Take this! That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Oh, Holy One, I found light upon these corrupt souls.
Ravaging fire!
Light them!
Savagery!
You're amazing! My faithful servant asks for thy blessings. Honor us with the splendor of thy song. Protect us!
Of course I won! Say your prayers. Demon Ravaging fire!
Oh, thy faithful servant, askest for thy blessing. Honor us with the special... oops, I messed up. We won!
I'm sorry for the way I act. It's nothing you should feel bad about.
Lloyd, what?
Won't you talk to us?
There is only one way we can remove Rat... We have to hatch all of the cores and wake up Ratata. Why are you after the cores?
Then let's work together. You can start by giving all of your
This isn't about just me. If we can wake Ratatosk, all the strange
Maybe you didn't hear what I said.
This isn't like...
Lloyd, why? Surely there's...
Lloyd,
Talk to us.
There's nothing I can...
Lloyd!
We have to go after him!
It's no use. He has a Rayard. He's probably soaring through the...
Not again.
And Celis isn't looking too good. Let's return to my...
You're right, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's hurry back to Melt.
But I don't get it. The Lloyd you all talked about would never act like that, right? What is he thinking? Come on, Zelos, I know you can explain this.
I'd like nothing more than to grant your wish, Marta, my angel. But I can't speak in Lloyd's place.
Is that all you can say? I trusted him because all of you did.
But it wasn't Lloyd who attacked Palmacosta and those other towns. I'm gonna believe that the real Lloyd has a good reason for what he's doing.
And I'm saying I want to know what that reason is. If he'd just talked to us instead of giving us the cold shoulder, we might even be able to help him.
Marta,
I understand you feel partly responsible for the things the Vanguard's done, but it's not a child's place to pay for the mistakes of their parents. And directing all that frustration at Lloyd isn't the right answer either. Though I do wish Lloyd would have said something instead of just turning his back on us.
Zelos,
Fallen head over heels for me, have you?
You'd actually be pretty charming if you didn't say stuff like that.
Lloyd refused to talk to us.
But he did save Celis. We can rest assured he hasn't really changed.
Yes, I'm sure he'll be able to explain all of this someday.
Yep, sooner or later keeping so many secrets to himself will be impossible for a guy as trusting as Lloyd.
You're right. Oh, but I just hate not knowing the truth behind all this.
It looks as though all we can do now is wait.
Colette's still as cute as a button, Sheena's curves are delectable as ever, and Marta's spunky attitude just gives me goosebumps. I think I've died and gone to heaven.
As soon as we rescued Celis, he's back to his usual self.
Zelos is so... flighty. No, Marta. Zelos isn't flighty. He's shallow.
Colette, who said that about me?
Professor Sage. She said you're like a wading pool. Professor Sage can't swim, remember? I think she means she likes Zelos.
Fine, I'm a shallow man with obvious motives, so sue me.
Oh, Lady Celis!
Tokunaga.
Tokunaga,
Yes, sir.
I would be honored to give you Glaucius's...
thank you.
Man, this thing just gets worse and worse. I've no idea what went on in Silverant back when the worlds were... But the Vanguard is dead set on getting revenge on the
Were they planning on using Ratatosk's...
Yes. They want to use it to just...
Ratatosk's core can do...
They plan on using it for some...
No!
Sheena, you've heard...
Yes, I've used one before. If left in the wrong hands, it could destroy...
I'll need to inform the church officials.
I'll head back to Iselia to tell everyone there.
Leave that up to my Mizuho scouts.
Emil, what are you...
I'll go after the rest of the course... That way we'll free Ratatosk and also stop the Vanguard from using the monarchy.
Right.
Then I shall continue to accompany you. I don't pretend to understand what Lloyd is thinking. But perhaps I could be of...
Good idea. I'm going too. And I can't throw my support to Lloyd until...
Count me out. I'm sure Lloyd has his reasons. So I'm going after Lloyd.
I feel the same way as Zelos. I trust...
I wish you 2 luck.
Well, yeah.
Everyone?
Zelos, Colette.
I'm so sorry. This is all...
Child shouldn't have to apologize for what they're...
Well then,
Yeah.
Now then, time to...
Indeed, the temple.
Earth.
In theory, it would...
What's the matter, Tenebrae?
No, it's just... recently.
So they already have...
I cannot be certain, but Solum... It could be connected to the effortless transformations of...
You think Dax is using the core? But wait,
I'm afraid that his ode to seduction interferes with my...
Well, if we go to the Temple of Earth, we'll know for sure, right?
Indeed. No use standing around discussing it.
Right.
Solum's core may not be here after all.
Oh yeah, the Vanguard might have it. Do you know, Marta?
no, I'm sorry. Ever since Daddy started to change, I've been avoiding him, so...
Hey, don't sweat it. Worrying about it won't help us now. Besides, things should clear up once we get to the Temple of Earth, right?
That's right. Let's hurry.
Halt! This...
Why? Did...
It's all those earthquakes we've been having. The inside...
So we can't...
Nope, don't think anyone's gonna be...
What should...
Well, we could head to the Temple of Light. A summon spirit used to be there, so the core...
Perhaps. By the way, why don't we hatch Glock...
Oh, good idea! I almost...
Now Glaucus is awoken...
I mean...
Perhaps he's simply exhausted.
You may be right. Let's...
Emil!
Marta,
You're the...
you can tell? Oh,
No! It's just, ever since what happened, you only
you were? Come to think of it.
Huh?
Marta,
Of course!
so you don't mind if I
Of course.
Thank you.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Really?
I'm sorry, it's...
Oh.
You should get some...
Yeah, I'll do that. Good.
Emil...
This is a restricted area. No one is allowed to enter.
A restricted area? But why?
None of your business. Now go!
Marta, are you okay?
What are you doing?
Excuse me, but if you would just listen to it...
Shut up, kid! Get out of here!
Emil!
Stop, that's enough.
Damn it. That's why I can't let you handle anything.
What are you mumbling about?
Nobody lays a hand on Marta!
Wait, Emil! Please don't hurt them!
Why not? This fool just attacked you!
We need their help, Emil! So we can get inside the temple!
That won't be a problem if we kill them all!
Emil, you're in Ratatosk mode again. Pull yourself together. You've got to calm down and return to your normal self.
My normal self can't keep Marta safe!
Acting like this won't keep Marta safe either. Will it, Emil?
What?
Just put your blade away. Provoking unnecessary hostilities isn't going to help our cause.
What's going on here? Director Schneider! These people were trying to force their way into the temple!
It's all right. This is only a simple misunderstanding. We were just wondering why this area's been sealed off.
Oh, you're Duke Bryant, aren't you? Duke Bryant? You mean the president of the Lezareno Company? You should have said so in the first place. We're glad to help the president of such a fine establishment. I must apologize for this unfortunately rude welcome. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Schneider, the director of Sybak's Imperial Research Academy. Recently, the Temple of Lightning has become quite dangerous. We've restricted access to only those who have permission from the Academy.
Oh, really? But why? What happened here? We really need to get inside. It's very urgent.
Well, I can make some exceptions as long as your cause is justified. Once I've finished my work, I'll be glad to hear you out. Perhaps you could wait for me at the Imperial Research Academy until then.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, thank you. Emil, any objections?
You're...
What? What's wrong with you? What's with the stupid expression?
Do you know Emil?
Emil? Of course, that's impossible. There's no way it could be him.
What is it? Does he remind you of someone?
No, it's nothing. Please disregard my comment. Now, if you'll excuse me.
wonder who you remind him of.
Who cares? How the hell would I know?
Well, anyway. Why are you always so aggressive when you're in Ratatosk mode?
I wonder where the Imperial...
We've been there before.
With Lloyd?
Yes,
All right, let's head to the Imperial...
okay.
Why do they all look so pale?
Well, yeah. This town's packed to the gills with bookworms and eggheads.
So they're the complete opposite of you?
Well, excuse me. And what about you, huh?
I'm in the same boat.
Looks like you both could stand a bit of polish at the hands of Professor Sage.
Better hope her ruin mode disease isn't contagious.
Like you're one to talk.
Here, eat.
You're alive! See? I told...
Who are you?
You're Aster! They said you died while looking for that...
Hold on, did you say Ratatosk?
Huh?
His name isn't...
Settle down. I am Regal Bryant.
Duke Bryant? My...
Yes,
Oh, right, of course. Please...
thank you.
I wonder who this Aster guy...
Who knows? It sounds like they're still holding...
It is difficult for people to change. It'll be a while before...
I guess you're right, but... I wouldn't be surprised if they were still locking
They actually...
Perhaps we should stop.
You mean... go...
I don't believe it, you two!
Yeah. Feeling afraid like this, it isn't fair to Rain or Jean...
Well then.
This is where half-elves were forced to do...
Imprisoned in here.
Emil,
What is it? You look like...
Marta! You're not hurt,
Are you okay?
Huh?
Come on. The Temple of Lightning was off limits, so we can...
We did...
perhaps you're just tired. Why don't you get some...
Okay.
I'll go.
Sure.
Emil, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a second.
I wonder if you have a fever. Anyway, let's get you back to the inn for some rest.
Okay. I'm sorry to worry you.
You look
Huh?
They've been saying...
I did.
You're a dead ringer. You could be his twin.
Richter?
Oh, you've heard of Richter?
A half-elf. I did notice...
Was this Richter a tall man with red...
Yes. He went off to investigate a summon spirit. They were best friends, too.
That's a lie!
Emil... Please, try...
I must have reminded
Emil...
That's why he was so nice to me. If Richter really did kill Aster, it doesn't make sense why he'd be nice to...
Yeah, if you trust Richter, then I do too. Now let...
Okay. Marta, do you really think this Aster person was killed by Richter?
Hey, have you heard this story? Long ago, a little boy and girl lived deep in the forest.
A little boy and girl.
One day, while out on a stroll, they came upon a house made entirely of gels. They were hungry, so they started to eat it, when suddenly this old woman...
Why do I look so much like this Aster? Maybe he's a distant relative or something.
It appears you were unable to alter his troubled mood. By the way, I'm rather curious about the end of your story.
Does it really matter? They all lived happily ever after, the end.
That same Why would Richter try to kill him?
Are you...
Tenebrae. Yeah, Hey, where's...
She received word from
Yeah.
Emil...
At the very least, that's what Rain believes. She said as much in the letter she wrote me. I've been observing him for a while, and I believe his Ratatosk mode...
I think Regal may be right. We once witnessed... When Emil's in Ratatosk mode, he's... But it sure lasts a long time for a mere possession, and he recalls those...
But recently, it seems like he doesn't remember what happened.
In our experience, the possessed party is aware. However, here, Emil perceives the possession. This is just as Rain
What exactly did she say?
Rain's hypothesis is that the real... She theorizes that the Emil we know is an invention of his mind, created to fill in the holes of his missing memories.
I don't see how that's possible.
That puzzles me. But Rain believes that his real self lies She suspects that perhaps his pact with Ratatosk stimulated his mind. Otherwise, I see no reason why...
In other words, the person...
You heard?
Regal!
That's not exactly right. But your personality was created as a way to fate.
Then what am I?
This is nothing more than my own hypothesis. Perhaps this person named Aster is actually you.
I'm Emil! Aster is supposed to be dead! Could this be why I remember getting killed by Richter?
They told us Director Schneider's back in this... Let's go to the Research Academy.
But...
We can't just leave you like this.
Marta's right. And Regal's reason for saying all that wasn't so he could call you a fake. He brought it up because he's worried that you'll disappear entirely. The you are now is important to us.
Thank you.
I am sorry for bringing all...
Please don't apologize. I want to know what's going on inside me more than anyone.
Terribly sorry to have kept you all wait.
Yes, and there's...
What can you tell us about the person named Aster?
Aha! I knew you and Aster were related the moment... No. Quite an... You may very well be Aster. Did you meet your relatives in Lewin when...
No, I met them for the first...
Then it's certainly possible that
But isn't Emil too young to have been a...
Aster began conducting research. He was brilliant. If he were still alive, he'd be 18.
I'm 16, but...
Right. You wouldn't know.
What did Aster research when he was...
He was originally studying summon spirits. I believe you may have...
I knew I recognized...
While studying the relevance of summoned spirits and the environment, he theorized. To prove this, he set out to perform a field test with...
And Richter went...
Correct. He and Aster got along quite well, even collaborating...
So what happened?
I don't know the details. Richter told us...
Is there any way to find out whether...
A researcher named Relina is currently at the Temple of Light. She and Aster were close I'll give you a letter of...
Are you sure? It seems like you've been...
Lately, we've had an unusual... What's more, the dimension...
Dimensional...
In other words... How should I put... The detailed explanation is far too... Anyway, it's...
Right, let's head...
Okay.
I hope those guards don't give us any more trouble.